Bridge, Strut, blessings, 9. How do compounded intersections get so compounded? There are lots of ways this can happen. But I'll tell you more today about what I've experienced. And you'll get more of a sense of how challenges can become more daunting than expected. Many of our readers know, though some won't have realized till now, that I was sex trafficked in 2015, 2016, after being severely disabled by traumatic brain injury, TBI, and complex toxic exposures where I was living at the time. I'd had no idea that kind of violence was going on in my community environments until I found myself right in the midst of it. For that matter, I'd had no idea how widespread undiagnosed concussion injuries are, or that, especially in combination with a head injury, everyday sources of environmental toxicity could render a person so physically debilitated, so unable to communicate, and consequently vulnerable to predation. I found myself part of a massive and invisible population of people in hardship, unable to access relational dialogue, economic recovery resourcing, social recognition, or survival assistance. This was my personal crash course introduction to the most severe intersections of disablement, resource scarcity, and hidden violence, not only as regards human trafficking, but also a wide diversity of extremely difficult and little known challenges faced by our most vulnerable community members. Over the course of the ensuing decade, I discovered uniquely brilliant proficiencies wielded by the most ignored and abandoned living beings. Truly unmatched humans navigating unconscionable circumstances. Transform the impossible daily. Their frontline economic prowess and innovative wisdoms, unheard of or mischaracterized everywhere else, amaze and astonish me. I discovered too that the work I had been doing before my trafficking experiences was more powerful and crucial than I had previously understood, when it proceeded to save my life over and over again. From that vantage, I set about deepening my understanding of what best prevents these forms of violence and developing necessary approaches to expand physical safety and resource access. Since then, I've committed every capacity to creating solutions for the most severely affected, disabled, and invisible people, which importantly includes creating solutions for those at intersections of physical strength, intersectional privilege, and resource wealth whose unmet needs and missing knowledge base access are all that prevent them from bridging regeneratively with hardship-affected communities. What I've learned on this journey has facilitated my own radical physical and situational healing, far and away beyond commonly held beliefs about how human recovery works, forcing us to confront our misconceptions about what's possible. I've encountered a small, priceless number of colleagues who are committed to meeting challenges of this caliber, but I have not otherwise found anyone doing this work or achieving anything like the startling successes we've had in recent years. I am on the lookout for more people who recognize this, because now, at least, I know I'm not the only one. Meanwhile, our adventures continue. Are you looking for me too?